So guys, Ruben here with Happy Couple 1989. Just wanted to talk to you about how the weekend went, how DJ ended up in the hospital with thinking we had an appendicitis attack. So like on Wednesday afternoon, dude, you get the call, Dad, come pick me up. Dad, my stomach hurts. And he never complains. Yeah, he whines about some things, but not extreme. So when they tell you, hey, come pick up your kiddo, he had pain in his right lower abdomen, little bit of nausea. So right away you're like, oh crap, his appendix, So, but we got him home, and at the school they didn't think initially it was the appendix because they pushed on it and doesn't really tender too much. But he couldn't even walk. So I went home, gave him some meds, and then he's like, nah, Dad, it's not getting better. So we're like, okay, dude, let's go. So we got to the hospital, and couldn't even walk. Poor dude, he was even crying, so for a 17-year-old boy to be crying to pain, that's something. So we took him in, pushed on that area, and then it increased since he was at school. So he was having a lot of pain, couldn't even stand up. They did a CT scan, they did an ultrasound. They couldn't see much on the ultrasound. There's a lot of air there blocking it. CT scan, they said it was negative. They did blood work, they said it was negative. It was like 12, his white cell count, which is normal. But they said the way he was acting and the way it was hurting him, it's better to be safe than sorry. So they recommended we go to the pediatric children's hospital because they don't do surgery there on minors. So we took him there, and same thing, severe pain. They had even given him morphine, but they did another ultrasound. It was negative. They said his spleen was enlarged, but that's on the other side. Cell count was normal. Kept monitoring him. Didn't give him more morphine, just Tylenol through the IV. Kept him Wednesday night. We got there like at 1 in the morning on Thursday early, and then we stayed there Thursday, and they said, well, we might need to do surgery even though the tests aren't showing it. So we're like, okay. And then they kept him a little bit longer. They were super busy with surgery, so it kind of getting pushed back, and the next thing you know, it's Thursday, and they're like, well, let's keep monitoring him. The pain seems to have lessened. If it's the appendix, the pain would have just shot off, would have kept going. It doesn't stop. He never had a fever again. The nausea went away. The palpation when they pushed on his belly, it wasn't as bad. He was able to tolerate it, and they're like, man, you would have punched me in the face if I was pushing this hard on you, and it was your appendix. It could be a virus. And we're like, what? And they said, well, viruses like mono, Epstein-Barr, all those can cause inflammation of organs and cause, they gave him a diagnosis. I don't even remember. I have to look it up. But it can present as an appendicitis attack. So, the next day, they said, let's keep him overnight. Then we'll see if he's hurting tomorrow or it comes back, we'll do surgery. Well, next day comes, no pain, he's doing better, he's hungry, he wants to eat. And they're like, oh, well, that's a good sign. So they decided not to do surgery. They did the last set of blood work, and they said his white cell count had dropped a little bit to like 8. And they're like, that's indicative of a virus. So that's what we think it is. You don't want to operate him just to operate him. So, and I'm like, well, that's good, because most hospitals or doctors, they just want to make money, unfortunately. And they would have operated him and just say, hey, get out of here, next. But they really took their time. They really made sure everything was correct in their diagnosis and assessment. And since the white cell count dropped, they're saying that's probably a virus. That's what it is. So we brought him home, and he's been okay since. Took him to school. He was okay in the weekend. So it was just kind of a crazy, yes, surgery, no surgery. Yes, surgery, no surgery. So we were like, what the heck? My son was even disappointed that he didn't have surgery. We're like, that's the first time I've heard that, a kid saying I want surgery. So it's pretty funny. He just wanted to get the thing out. But it turned out okay. You know, a lot of you guys reached out, so I want to thank you for reaching out and checking on him. And so we're good to go. It's Monday morning. He's in school, no problems. And just want to kind of let you know what's going on, how we spent the night in the hospital. Now I'm sore all over from sleeping on one of those little hard plastic couches. So with a dang pole sticking in my back because it's all bent, you know. So me and my wife are hurting. So we're popping Motrins, you know, trying to feel better and start functioning back to work. So thanks for watching. You know, please like and share, subscribe, help promote the channel. We want to talk about our daily lives, not just funny stuff, not just traumatic stuff, but just the way you live, a normal family. You know, we're married 35 years, 3 boys, and we're doing great. We just wanted to kind of share some of that with you. So thank you so much for hanging around, and we'll talk to you soon. Happy couple 1989. Bye.